Alright YouTube, what's going on? It is ConflctNerd Callum here today, bringing you another episode of Conflict World, our RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 series. Now today I've gone ahead and added in some more flowers up by this station here. I've went ahead and added in trees along the railway line. I sort of went for the same tree and I sort of randomly spread them out. Do we need to add more trees? Or do we need to add different kinds of trees? I'm not very good with trees. When it just comes with me and trees, I'm not the best at that sort of thing. So I don't know if I should put more trees in, or I don't know if I should put different trees in. They look okay, but I think it could look a wee bit better. But we'll leave it at like that for now. I need to go ahead and add in some more flowers here, which I'll do later on in this episode. But do you think I need to have flowers all around these two roller coasters as well? Because I could quite easily go ahead and do that, however it would take me a very, very long time. So for now I'm going to leave it, but tell me your input down in the comment section below. So today, basically we've gone ahead and finished the Boulevard project. I'm pretty happy with the Boulevard. So we're going to go ahead and start on our next area, which I'm going to go ahead and decide what that is. So I didn't really get any preferences in the last comments last video comments, that's what I mean to say. So I'm just trying to think what I really want to go ahead and do. I could go ahead, I've got quite a few snow rides which I can go ahead and definitely go and implement. So we might do a snow world, or we could go with a water world. Those are my two real choices which I have right now, and I'm a bit unsure about what I'm going to do. If I do a water world, then I think I will do that near an Egyptian sort of area. I think we're going to go for a snow area today though. So for this to happen, what I am going to have is I'm going to go ahead and first of all place the snowy area. So I'm going to have it round about here in the centre of our screen. So first of all we need to start out with terraforming. Terraforming is the first thing we need to do. We need to actually make some area like this, like snow. So probably what I will do is add maybe a band of trees or something eventually in to sort of divide the boulevard and our new snow area. Don't really know how big the snow area is going to be. I can't remember if you get winter trees in this game or not. I think you don't, but if we had like Arctic pines and stuff like that, maybe it would make it look natural. But I'll have to think about it. So I'm going to build quite a large snow area. Now I think I have about 5 or 6 different snow rides right now, and I can definitely colour different rides and alter different rides to look like they belong in with this area. That shouldn't be too difficult at all to do. So we'll start out with, I think, this sized area. We can always go ahead and expand it. I don't want to do that. Change this very quickly to grass. And there we go. So I can always go ahead and expand it. It just really depends on how many different rides I have. So for paths, it looks like I'm going to have to keep going with the current path I have. I don't really think it would make sense to have a different kind of path in this area. None of these different paths jump out to me as snow type paths. There's definitely a jungle one, a desert one, but there's no snow one. So I'm going to continue on with the path that I've currently got. And what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pre-build the path. So I'm not going to open this area up to the public just yet. What we're going to do is go ahead and design it first. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have a big boulevard going up the middle of it, and then I'm going to have rides off either side. I think that makes sense. And then in the middle we're going to have some form of food court. So what I'll do is I'll have that like that. Have this coming down here. I think we'll have 3 entrances, because if we can go ahead and we can put an entrance through here, through the cinema world as well, which I think is a good idea to do as well. So that went a little too far. If we just go ahead and, this is the fast way of building paths in this game, it'll save you quite a bit of time. Hence why I'm doing it right now and being a bit of a lazy bugger. So that's built there. If we go ahead and work out that and that would be in line there. So we'll have you coming along here. And this place is going to get a railway station as well. So, you know, we built that whole part of the railway underground. Well, it's now going to come above ground. And we're going to build it in somewhere. Not really at all sure where we're going to build it. I need to think about that actually. I don't want to change the line yet, however, just due to the fact that it's going to be a while before this area is open. It might be near enough the whole episode actually. It just really depends on how long this takes to build. So the path is slowly but surely getting there. I think keeping the path too wide is a good idea. what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead now that that's done. We'll leave all like that for now. I think I'm going to have the food area here. It's not going to be as big a food area as the last one was though. It's still going to be large though, because we're still going to have hopefully a lot of guests coming over to this area in the future as well. So that's marked out there. I'll deal with that later though. I don't want to start off with that. I want to start off by building some rides because that's the more enjoyable thing to do. So, starting off, we originally had snow cups in our game, which I really want to go ahead and put back. I'm going to start off with roller coasters though, just because I need to be able to fit them in. Then I can go ahead and fit other stuff around that accordingly. So off the start we have lots of different snow coasters. That one looks definitely the coolest one. And that's the first one we're going to add in. The Cairngorms, which is actually a mountain range in Scotland where I'm from. Bobsleds. This looks so cool. So whereabouts are we going to place it? That is the question. If we place it in... Ooh, okay. If we go for that, would that be nice? And that kind of tree is what we want as well. I don't know how easy it is to get that kind of tree though. What I am going to do is... I'm going to change up the pathways of this though, just because I don't really like them. We'll have to go ahead and I'll do that later on, to be honest. That's going to take quite a while to do, just because I will have to jump in to the two-dimensional tool there. But what I'm going to go ahead and do, I really like that. I like everything about it. The entrances, the snow ice style entrance. I like the colours of it. Maybe try changing that to more of a blue. That looks awful. That kind of blue looks quite nice though, so I like that. It's a nice blue. That's sort of my ConflctNerd Calm theme colour blue there. Let's see what else we have here. We have, that's a lot of ice, but we have quite a few different options here. How big is this? This is huge. Whoa. But it looks like it also has a fence around it as well, which is even cooler. I'm just trying to think where the path is. So the path is there. So if we go ahead and build that at the back maybe, or we can build it in there. And then we can just extend Snow World out. But that is huge. I think that roller coaster is just a bit too big. I'm not going to lie. That roller coaster does seem a bit too big. Let's see the seal one here. For some reason I can't place it. That is definitely interesting. It's not as pretty, and it's raining again. Where's the entrance though? I need to find the entrance. I think the entrance is there, and that fits much more accordingly, because that could actually tuck itself in behind that other roller coaster there. So if we go for something like that, we could build you, what, there? Build you coming off, oh, come on, that'll do. Right, so we'll build you there, so they're near enough, like, I think they're just about in on each other. That sounds really weird. But I'm going to leave this one a little bit different colours. I'm going to have it the inverse. As you can see, we're not really being able to see the entrance and exit, so if we go ahead and remove scenery a second, as you can see the entrance and exit is there. But I'm going to go ahead and change it up a little bit. So we're going to change this to the snow and ice entrance. The classic. I'm going to change the colour scheme. I really like them kind of blues actually. So why don't we leave it? I'm not at all sure. I'm going to change the colour of the trains. I'm going to make all the trains the same. And I'm going to make them ice white and a darker blue like that. I think that looks quite nice. Do I want to... Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that actually. That looks quite nice. So that's another ride we've gone ahead and built in there. So if we go ahead and take that view off, and that looks, it looks different anyway. I might get rid of some of this because I think it's a wee bit over the top in future, but we'll leave it like that for now. Let's see what else we have. Unfortunately, we only have one snow ride, which is a thrill ride. I could go ahead and change the colours of these rides though, which I might go ahead and do, and classify them as snow ones. We have a snow kind of maze. Nah, we don't. That's a wee bit annoying. Right, I'm gonna have to try put one of these in here. So maybe thinking, did we build a new dodgems in the park? I knew we demolished one, but did we build a new dodgems? We haven't built a new dodgems actually, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, if we go ahead and think about this, I think I'm gonna place a railway station roughly in the middle of the screen here. I think that's the best thing to do and have that go back underground. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the snow cups in probably about here. like so. We're going to go ahead and go with our traditional good old blue path. It's quite a long path actually, but I can't remember really how popular the ride is, so we'll go ahead and do that. So open that up for the future. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and open up all these rides. I mean, it's not really... I guess this area is not open, but I might as well just have the stuff open for guests arriving when this area does eventually open. Said open way too many times in that one sentence there. But let's see what else we can go ahead and build. That looks pretty cool. These all look pretty cool actually. Another one here. Can we try and get maybe one of them in the back here? That's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, we probably can actually. So if I loop this around here, then we can get this in the back of the food mall. That would be really good actually. Is it too small? No, it's perfect to fit in that space actually. If we bring you forward a little bit, leave room for the food stalls, that would be perfect. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and change these paths. I just don't like other paths. It's just, it's something I have in this game. I like using these paths and these paths only. So let's just go ahead and check the other colours. You just can go to... Well, that really didn't change much. Overall, the colour scheme of that ride is really nice though. As far as I can remember, the rides don't go right off the end. They slow down by the time they get... Or I'm hoping they do anyway. I've gone ahead and built that ride, so let's just hope and pray that it does stop. The carts. Some of these are so pretty. This penguin one here looks really nice. Again though, how big is it? It's not overly large actually. I might be able to get it up the top here. So as you can see, we've gone ahead and built a lot of roller coasters. We started off a lot of gentle rides, and now we've gone ahead and all of a sudden built lots more roller coasters, which is kind of what I like to see, to be honest. So if we go ahead and do that, then that's another ride built. So we've gone ahead and built a lot of rides here. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and add in much more scenery in a second here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have you connect over to there. If we delete you and then connect you like that, then if we go ahead and do that and remove you there, that looks a wee bit better. If I jump in here, I'm going to change the colour scheme of the cars though. Again, I want them to be all the same. That's just something that I have. So that looks quite nice as well, like that. As you can see, that's actually testing and it goes right up to the top. Let's just have a look at this actually. So it goes right the way around, and upwards momentum, it stops it. Fortunately, just before it goes off the edge. So I think that's all good, like that. What I am going to do now is go ahead and look at the different kinds of scenery. Snow scenery. Not really what I was after, to be honest. What is this huge thing here? A big... Oh, okay, we could just put this in here. I guess this is where the train station's going to go though, so I don't want to have too much in the way there. What I am going to do, as I said, is very quickly build another ride, even though I said I wouldn't. I want to have the dodgems in... I'll go for putting the dodgems in here, I think. And what I will do is I will go ahead and change the entrance. So we'll go for snow. Colours, very important, so have that nice blue. Go for a white there, and then go for a blue floor. So there we go. I think that looks like a snow ride, even though it isn't a snow ride, if you know what I mean. I think it makes it look a wee bit like a snow ride, which is good to see. The final thing I want to get is some different kinds of trees in here, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is add some more snow to the ground, because this area sort of outgrown the original snow that I put down on the floor. So if I jump into scenery, what have we got to play with? It doesn't look like we have a lot to play with, unfortunately. Can I go ahead and add snow to you somehow, maybe? I don't think I can. And I have a bad feeling that I should have selected something when I built this scenario and I haven't selected it. Because there's no trees in there, unfortunately, which I can go ahead and mess around with. So it doesn't really look like I can go ahead and get these snow trees unless I'm being really stupid actually. Can I go ahead and paint these? I don't think I really can, to be honest. It'd be a bit weird if you could paint trees. So I'm just going to have ones that look like, you know, they belong in the Arctic, so not like cherry trees. The sort of ones who are building like that, that looks relatively snow-like, I guess. If we go ahead and just build a few of these, I think, actually, because that looks, it looks sort of natural, I guess. Like so. And we'll just build a few more over here as well. As time goes on, we'll build more. We'll build a few over here as well. So I'm very quickly just going to jump back over to my park, actually, just because it's very, very busy and this new area needs to get open quite quickly. I just want to see what everyone's thinking. My park rating is at 999, couldn't be better. I need to go to the bathrooms at 66, which is not even 5% of my park population, so it's really not a lot. What I'm now going to go ahead and do though is very quickly add more floating in. So we need to go into terraforming. I always forget which tool to use there. Then if we jump into snow here, we're going to have to extend the snow area quite a bit. So I'm going to extend it right up to the park edge. This might take a wee bit of time actually. I don't think all of this area is going to get filled up. As time goes on, I might come back and fill up some of the empty areas. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it. I think I might go ahead and cover this whole corner actually. I think that's what the best thing probably is to do. So this is like, I want to call it like Iceland or Snowlands, but I mean that's a bit too basic names. So if you've got any ideas for this area, then please tell me down in the comment section below. I think I'm just going to name the entrance the Boulevard actually, because I've been calling it that so much now that it's kind of difficult to call it anything else.
A few moments later.
Anyway, so I went ahead and sped that bit up just because it is a wee bit boring. So overall the area is looking really, really nice. It's coming out to how I want it to be. I can maybe go ahead and add in some more soft rides actually, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 roller coasters here, which is, we only had 2 originally, well 3 I suppose. But that's a good start anyway. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just do a wee bit more scenery in between this and the next episode. We're not going to open it in this episode. Hopefully by next episode I will be happy enough with this area that I can go ahead and open it. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, rate, and give me some suggestions down in the comment section below if there's any other rides you'd like to add into the snow area and if you've got a name. And that is all for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. My name is ConflctNerd Callum and I'm out.